Hi, my name is Nancy, and I sent my son to Crossroads for Ibogaine treatment with Dr. Martin and his staff. I did a lot of research before sending him there, and it wasn't an easy thing. It was very scary, especially after reading all that I had about Ibogaine and the risks involved. But we determined that it was more of a risk for our son to be on the streets, searching for heroin and all that entails, and the risk of overdosing and that kind of thing. And he wanted to do it. He asked us to go and have the treatment done, and he understood it. So the experience was, like I said, it was, scary, but it worked out wonderfully because from the moment he was picked up at the border by Dr. Martin and driven to Rosarita Beach, he felt comfortable. He was made to feel comfortable. He was given a series of medical tests, and under the doctor's supervision, he was given an EKG and a blood test, and his levels were checked and his mental health was checked. That was the big thing. As it's understood, it's not to be, Ibogaine is not to be given to certain people with certain mental weaknesses, such as bipolar disorder and that kind of thing. So he was checked out thoroughly, made comfortable, made it through the treatment. It was very scary for him. Afterward, he felt weird for a few days, but then when it wore off, he realized that it worked, and he just kissed me on the cheek as hard as he could when he got back and said that without the Ibogaine, he would not be able to stay clean. Subsequently, he used a few boosters in order to keep the nor-Ibogaine in his system for a while to keep the cravings at bay and to prevent the excruciating pain in his joints from the withdrawal effects of the heroin. So it saved his life, and he is super excited about it. He's wanting to shout it from the rooftops that Ibogaine is a miracle drug. It's a miracle plant medicine. It needs to be FDA approved, and we're just praying that one day it will be. So I'm very thankful that we were led to Ibogaine and Crossroads there in Mexico, and Ryan has had 2 treatments with it, and he'll continue to be treated with it as long as it takes to get rid of all of the symptoms. The aftercare I do want to touch on, because if a person's really ready to quit, then they need to be really ready to work on their recovery while they're having a break from the addiction, while the nor-Ibogaine's in the system. So, they need to get a network of support, family, friends, remove themselves from anyone that does not have their best interest in mind, whatever it takes for them to stay in a clean environment and work on their own recovery, discovering for themselves why they began to use in the first place, what's causing the triggers and that sort of thing. So therapy, group counseling or rehab or whatever, they need to do something to remain clean. I think physical activity, vigorous exercise, nature, outdoor activities, anything holistic, massage therapy, vitamin therapy, nutrition, all of that plays a role. So just a healthy lifestyle, lots of prayer, and just thank God that Ibogaine is the miracle drug that it is, and it's available. It can save your life if you let it. Thanks.